What people don't know is, yeah, I'm an ex-international footballer. Yeah, what, everyone turn around. Yeah, big Kruz Leone from the south side. And today we're going to talk about big slide tackle, two-footed.
I think that there's only one way we can start this interview off, yeah, with one question. Who's Kruz?
Kruz Leone is... That's a funny question because somebody asked me that the other day and I was mad because they tried to say it like I'm no one. But man that know, I'm Kruz Leone, Grime MC, South East London. Yeah, the coldest.
What was your musical upbringing like?
I'm a man, I've always had a musical influence just growing up. My dad was a sound man. He was a DJ. I had older brothers that were MCs. I used to nick their lyrics. And I used to go talent shows and spray their lyrics until one day I got caught out. I was saying one of my brother's lyrics and it had his name in it. And I got pulled up on it. That's not your name. From that day, I said, nah, I need my own ones. I must have been about 10. And from there, you know what I mean? Been rocking, bro.
What was the first lyric?
We're not gonna do that. I remember it though. Oh, nah. I used to pack people up with that lyric. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe the next show, innit?
Maybe, all right, draw for it.
How did you get into grime then, for your brothers?
Yeah, literally. So like, I used to live in Peckham, and at the time, it was pirate radio culture. So my older brothers used to record sets on cassette tape, and then we moved to Lewisham. And when we moved, we was a bit further out of the range for the radio stations that we were recording before. So when we moved, we was only able to get more South London prominent stations, so like your On Top FMs, Delight FMs, things of that nature. So yeah, that's really how.
I mean, South London back then, sort of like birthplace of road rap, really. She had that going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Your first release, 2010, Cruise Control.
Yeah.
I'd say most of it was road rap.
Yeah, it was, but so like I used to be in a collective, and when I joined that collective, they were slightly already prominent in the scene that was the scene at the time. So like the Channel U era, etc. When I joined that team, they was already number one on Channel U, etc. So it was grime, like it was before the road rap. That was
what tune was
like
it?
06, 07.
What tune was it?
It was 3 Yard.
Classic. What made you go and commit to grime rather than road rap?
Do you know what? Grime is the foundation of my pen. So throughout the years and throughout the different eras, I would try different things. So like I've tried funky house, I've tried rap, I've tried whatever. But when I found myself getting lost in music, I would always revert back to grime because it just felt natural. It was like default autopilot settings, you know what I mean?
Was there any MCs that you used to look up to?
Yeah, for sure. So when I was taping radio, I used to listen to a lot of On Top FM, and there was a crew on Top called 187. They're consisting of Rat G, Short Kid Shorter, Rev, Sergeant Stats, DJ Smalls, and they were like, for me, alongside like the roadsides and South Soldiers, they were probably my biggest inspirations, you could say. Yeah.
You've been doing grime since the second wave, we can say. You're part of quite a classic moment of that time. The One Extra set with Skepta.
Oh yeah.
Tempa T, Subsea.
Yeah.
How did that come about? What was that like?
So at the time, I was doing a lot of road with Tempa T, who's my older cousin. At the time, he was on a driving ban. So when there was bookings or there were shows and that, I would just drive. One day he said, yeah, we're going One Extra. Like, drop me there. Cool, I've just dropped him there. Same way I drop him anywhere. He's like, what, you spraying? I guess, you know what I mean? But I didn't even take in the magnitude of what it was at the time, really. Because I was still doing a lot of other extracurricular activities, so music wasn't even the main focal point at the time. Do you know what I mean? So I just went along with Cuzzy. I just done my thing, and then yeah.
I think you got the first reload on that set.
I did. Like, and you know what? I hold that one close to my heart.
Yeah, man.
I do still, yeah, I do.
Do you have any good stories of rolling around with Tempa T?
Oh, loads. There's loads. We could be here all day. We could be here all day. But it was a fun time. So like most MCs, their training ground would be like youth clubs, pirate radio, etc. Things of that nature. When I was rolling with Tempa T, he was already Tempa T. So my training grounds are like Redden Leeds Festival, Creamfields, Ibiza Rocks. These are the places where I'm learning like stage presence and mic control and things of that nature, where I'm really just like learning on the job, but in the deep end. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man.
What was it like to witness him feel like the next hype success?
It was crazy because it's like he's big Cuzzy. So before I know him as Tempa T, that's just my big cousin. So now he's getting all this notoriety. It's like, yeah, gassed. You know what I mean?
Why did you choose to start your project with Travs?
You know what? The rhythm itself sounded epic and cinematic. When I laced it, I was like, this sounds like a good intro tune. And at the time I made it, that might have been one of the last songs that I actually made for the project. So when I actually listened and I listened back, I said, yeah, that sounds like it could be the intro. And then I compiled the track list and I listened through, and it made sense.
Yeah, big Kruz Leone from the south side. Big slide tackle, 2-footed, man. This one is called Travs, produced by Izamic. Level, look. I can see they want to draw man out. They don't want to see me balling out. But there ain't nothing we can talk about. I can see they want to draw man out. If it's that, then I'm forking out. I might have to go and sort them out. I can see they want to draw man out, but they want to be the one that people talk about. That's how you end up as the one that's got the chalk around. I can see they want to draw man out. They don't want to see me balling out, but if it's that, then I'm forking out and it's brawling. Said they want to draw man out like I'm a doodle. Some man slap it in your noodle. My dog coming like XO, bully and pitbull. They must have thought it was a poodle. They didn't know I would have cooked an MC like strudel. Some them must be on the bugle. Big rasta, a man I grip on it tight like frugal. When I'm in the place, excuse you. I could do the mad thing if I choose to. Violation ain't something that I'm used to. Man think that I'm gonna care what they crew do. They're bad boys, the man are more boo-hoo. I'll leave you slumped in your boo-hoo. About draw rats, you must have thought it was a sketch. I can get the tree too, but it's not a wretch. They don't even want to know what's next. Brawling. I can see they want to draw man out. They don't want to see me balling out. So there ain't nothing we can talk about. I can see they want to draw man out. If it's that, then I'm forking out. I might have to go and sort them out. I can see they want to draw man out. Because they want to be the one that people talk about. That's how you end up as the one that's got the chalk around. I can see they want to draw man out. They don't want to see me balling out. But if it's that, then I'm forking out. And it's... They just want to draw man out like I'm a £10 note in your account. But is it really something that you're sure about? Come on, I send for the ammo like force about. Ice cold with it, they've been trying to thaw man out. It's boring now, cause they just want to war for clap. But when I war MCs, I pressure them and walk them down. I don't hide, I walk around, I'm active fam, it's mere activity. With a bag looking like I'm on a bachelor's degree. But there's shoes in there like a pack for PE, just in case they want to act up and see I'm at the back with the G's. Trust, they want to know who's tapped, it's me. I'll tap it like I jumped on the bus 53. Keep thinking that I'm cool, I'm 100 degrees. Yeah, I can see they want to draw man out. They don't want to see me balling out, so there ain't nothing we can talk about. I can see they want to draw man out. If it's that, then I'm forking out. I might have to go and sort them out. I can see they want to draw man out, because they want to be the one that people talk about. That's how you end up as the one that's got the chalk around. I can see they want to draw man out. If it's that, then I'm forking out and it's brawling. Level.
Do you think it was easier to be an MC back then compared to now?
Nah. I think it was harder. Because back then, you had to be an individual. Like, if you think about what they call the golden era of grime, nobody is similar to anyone else. Everything and everyone is an original style. Obviously, you have like like cultural nuances that they're just part of the culture that anybody can pick up, and it's not like it wouldn't be frowned upon. Like certain, like even for example, like the one-line flow, you can't categorically say who created the one-line flow, but everybody had a one-line flow lyric. Do you know what I mean? But in this generation, I feel like you can hear the influence of other artists in the artists of today, whereas before you couldn't really say that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's your opinion of Grime 3.0? Do you think it's a thing? Do you think it needs to be labelled that?
What is Grime 3.0 though?
Well, people think Grime's come back from the dead. Let's say it like that. But I think it's coming a bit more relevant again in culture. Should we say? Like, I don't think it's ever went away.
Yeah.
I think I'd quite like to know your interpretation of that. Do you think it was dead and buried and come back, or?
You know what it is? See, with music and with any genre, you're gonna have highs and lows of popularity in it, and what is popular to the masses. So anyone who's actually involved in grime and makes grime, the grime's never gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It might have fallen out of the limelight in the commercial sense, but underground, where it's always thrived, it's always been thriving. Do you know what I mean? So now it is definitely making a comeback to the masses on a scale. But for me personally, like, you see the commercial side of it, it's never really mattered to me, because as far as I've known and remembered, grime was always for the underground. The minute it started to get mainstream, it started to lose its integrity. Diluted. People are trying to make it more poppy to please the consumer on that.
Yeah.
But the real raw, gritty energy of it, it's never gone away. It's always been present for me anyway.
What do you think's missing from the scene right now?
Big songs, like big grime songs, not just trying to be commercially successful, like just good songs that have happened to get the commercial success. You know what I mean? Like a German Whip, for example.
Yeah, changed everything.
Like, it changed the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So Kruz, what was the inspiration behind Shoes?
You know what? You see Shoes, yeah? It actually just started off as a freestyle, and I might have had like 8 bars of it, like the opening 8 bars I had, and then it was just on my computer for time. So when I started putting the project together, my manager was like, "Oh, what's going on for that Shoes tune?" I was like, "Oh, forget that tune, man." He's like, "Nah, if you don't put that tune on it, I'm not involved in this project," basically. So then to go and pattern that tune, and when I patterned it and I started playing it to people, they was going mad for the tune. So I'm like, all right, my bad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yeah. Big slide tackle, 2-footed. This one's called Shoes, produced by Louis B. Level. What you know about picking up shoes? I ain't talking about tidying the yard. When we get round there, man's rising the star. Man thinks he can just hide in the car, it's fine. What you know about picking up shoes? I ain't talking about tidying the crib. When we get round there, it's live on the hip. Man thinks he can just hide in the whip, it's fine. What you know about picking up shoes? I ain't working out Hollywood Bowl. One of his friends best let that guy know. Man thinks this is some funny guy show, it's fine. What you know about picking up shoes? I ain't working in all-star lanes. Man think they can just call out names. Next time anyone calls my name, it's fine, fine, it's fine. Thought it was that, it's fine. Thought it was chat, it's fine. When we get round there, it's fine, fine, it's fine. Thought it was that, it's fine. Thought it was chat, it's fine. When we get round there, it's fine. What you know about picking up shoes? I'm working in JD Sports. J laughed if I display these sports. I don't wanna have to go and spray these squats, it's fine. What you know about picking up shoes? I'm working in size or shoe. Man think that was gonna glide on who? Anytime man catch sight of you, it's fine. What you know about picking up shoes? Like say it's just messy in it, and I'm looking for a cleaner. Big pussy when it ain't know what you eat, and it's scrapped and I'm in it with a Nina. Fine. What you know about picking up shoes? Big shoes like creeper. Man thinks it was just a Starboy thing, but he didn't know it was a 9mm. What you know about picking up shoes? Like please, big hand thing make enemies freeze. Anytime I'm talking that green, it's fine. What you know about picking up shoes? Like yo, what's the price on this one? Anyhow I pick one, man I just lift one and send him fine. Thought it was that, it's fine. Thought it was chat, it's fine. When we get round there, it's fine, fine, it's fine. Thought it was that, it's fine. Thought it was chat, it's fine. When we get round there, it's fine, fine. Would you know about picking up shoes like said this one christening it? I don't think the man are listening. There ain't no point man dissing him. He's gonna hit when the big glock flip on it. Would you know about picking up shoes like say it's man sibling and I'm on a school run, shoe gun or a tool gun. If I get around I'm like a all run. Would you know about picking up shoes like I left them by the front door? Pussy boy, you don't really want war. I don't know what they want to stand for. Would you know about picking up shoes like I left them on the shoe rack? This me, you don't want to do that. Big 450 man, I slap it in your do rag.
What besides music sparks your inspiration?
Do you know what? It sounds crazy, yeah? There's not, and I don't know if that's just a me thing, yeah? But like just generally, I'm pretty uninspired, you know? Yeah. Like just generally, like there's not a lot of things that will pique my creative interest to say, oh, let me try that. I'll just think of something and I'll just try it, you know what I mean? Just off my own mind wave.
Is music everything then?
Pretty much, because music is the only consistent entity that I've had throughout my life. So like, I've had eras where I just go to work and it's not really a music thing, but then I'll be going to work and after a while I'm like, this ain't what I want to do, let me go back and do the music. And then trying to pursue that music, you realize that you need money in it. So then you will do things to try and get the money to still pursue the music, but you will get distracted along the way because money is important in it. So, but yeah, I had to find a balance.
You were a part of another pretty legendary set recently, the Boy in the Corner set of Dizzee, Jamie, P Money.
Yeah.
How did that come about and how did it feel that people were calling you like the highlight of that whole set?
You know what? I got a phone call from Jammer. Like, what are you doing on this day? I'm like, oh, I got work. Like, yeah, we're doing Dizzee Rascal, etc., etc. And then I didn't hear nothing about it. So on the day, I shouted him. I'm like, yo, what are you saying? Yeah, we're there now. Where are you? I'm at work and like, I'm actually at work, nowhere near finished. I'm like, how am I going to pattern this? Came up with some story to get out of work. I said my yard's flooding. At the time, my brother had a broken leg, yeah, and he's in the flat. And I said, oh, bingo, we've got an idea. Told the person out who I'm working with, I was like, yeah, my flat's flooding. My brother's got a broken leg, he can't do nothing, I need to go. You get me? So then I've cut. And I just went straight there. And I said to myself, if I make it in time for this set, they're done. I walked into Rinse. Everyone's chilling, they're playing pool. I said, yeah, it ain't started yet. It's up from here, you know what I mean? So I went in there with the mentality that, yeah, this is gonna be darkness.
It was worth cutting work for then, isn't it?
Oh yeah, listen, I'll cut work at any time.
It's like they're not watching YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah, they are. Big up though, isn't it? Yeah.
How did it feel seeing all the comments? Because I was seeing a lot of comments saying that you were the best in that set.
For me, it was more so because like everyone else, apart from Dizzee in that room, I've slightly done things with them before. Done sets, done tunes, like whatever, you know what I mean? For me, it was more so the Dizzee Rascal element, like Dizzee Rascal, Rinse FM.
Yeah, history.
You know what I mean? Like, in whatever way you want to pray it, that's a big deal. In any capacity, do you know what I mean? So, I just knew how to perform. But for me, the funny thing was, people thought that I performed like that because it's them man that's in the room. But man that know me, I go in every room and I do that. Yeah. So it's like, hey man, you get me? It's just another day in the office, mate, to be honest.
Another big part of Grime is diss tracks and clashing culture. Something you've engaged in recently. Do you think that's something that was missing in the scene? Is that something you want to engage in?
Do you know what? I don't really want to engage, you know, but I just know, like, you see, with this MCing thing, yeah, like there's a checklist, and if you don't check everything off, the further up the ladder you go, like in your pursuit of a successful career, and this is why people like Stormzy were getting stick when he was on his ascension, because he was talking about King of Grime, and enough of the man was like, but he don't come to radio with us, how can he be the King of Grime? He's just gone about it a different way, innit? But for me, personally, as an MC, there was some things on my own personal checklist that, yeah, I needed to tick off. I needed to have a war. I needed to engage in the battle just so that I can say, I've done it all.
Yeah.
So if I want to turn around and do AJ Tracy and go down the garage lane and pursue commercial success in that avenue, man can't turn around and tell me, oh, but he's not grime though. I've done everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're important, but you've got to be tactful with it. It's got to make sense as well. You can't just be some little fish trying to send for a big fish just because he's a big fish. Like, this can't just be baseless. It's got to be based on something, even if it's a minor thing. Like, but yeah, it's got to be based on something, man.
Did you want that to be a clash?
What's that? Which one?
The JK thing.
I wanted that to be live in the flesh, but it couldn't be live in the flesh. So it's like, all right, what can I do here? Oh, dub. But in hindsight, I wouldn't say I would have done anything different. Like, I might have just waited another week or something, but it still would have been that, because how I wanted to deal with that situation, I wasn't able to deal with that situation. So I was slightly forced down that avenue. But I know what war does. Innit? And
Practice hours.
I have to just bear in mind that, yeah, sometimes, you see what it is? For a long time, yeah, like, I was just operating like outside of the limelight. So I'm just operating as a normal guy, innit? So sometimes I forget, people know me now. I'm Kruz Leone. So when I say a madness on Twitter, right, you can just be viral tomorrow, bro. It's on all the blogs. Tutu's in a war. I'm still going work, bro. I'm turning up to jobs and that. Man, I'm like, rah, I didn't know you do music. Well, you're warring and that. This is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I have to be mindful, bro. I have to be mindful.
Is that how it started then, Twitter?
Yeah, literally, bro.
What, you started it?
All my wars start from Twitter.
You started it?
Did I start it? Yeah, I started it.
Yeah, you taking that one, yeah?
Yeah, I started it. Yeah, I'm a setters, isn't it? Yeah, I'll set the pace.
Recently, you dropped a project with Logan and Duppy, and it was called Top 3.
Yeah.
It's quite a statement.
Yeah.
What was the thinking behind that?
That statement wasn't self-proclaimed. So, like, the people said at that time, when we're talking grime, who are the guys, basically, it was just like a general conversation on social media. And those were the 3 names that kept popping up. So who came with the idea? I think it was Logan. I think Logan actually, well, they both came to me with the idea, and then yeah, we made it happen, right?
Is that something you want to do more of, like bridging the gap between the OGs and the younger generation?
Yeah, I wouldn't say Top 3 did that, because we're pretty much the same generation. Obviously, I'm a little bit older than them, but in terms of this grime movement, we're the same era, innit? Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't say that was bridging the gap, but I am open to like bridging the gap in a higher capacity between the older MCs and the younger ones that are coming through, for sure.
With Travs Presents?
Yeah, with Travs Presents, even outside of Travs Presents. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I'm happy that there are kids that want to do grime, because before it wasn't really that. All the kids wanted to do drill or they wanted to be rappers, but now I'm bucking 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18, 19, they want to be grime MCs, innit?
What do you think changed?
Things like, people like Stormzy probably integral to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like grime has a little bit of a gatekeeping issue. I think certain elders made younger people not feel welcome in that space. So I feel like you bringing in both generations together, because obviously you got the links with people like Tempa T.
Yeah.
You can bring one a set with younger people.
This is the thing. You see this gatekeeping thing, yeah? That's a mindset and that's a mind state, because me personally, if I want to pursue something, there's not nothing another individual man can do to stop me.
Yeah.
It's music, isn't it? So if I want to make music and release music and be in the realms of where this music is being played, man can't tell me I can't do that. Because who are you? You're just an MC, like I'm an MC, innit? It's only if I want to do things with them when it becomes, they don't want to bring man in. But, bro, if you're just an MC and you want to MC, bro, man can't stop you from MCing. You want to go radio, just shout DJs, you can go on sets, bro. Yeah. Like, I think it's more, when people say gatekeeping and that, I think it's more because man want help and handouts. Man ain't just trying to get it from the mud and trying to do their own thing. You know what I mean? They're looking for bring-ins, they're looking for handouts, they're looking for help. But yeah, that's man that are chasing it for the wrong reasons, I'd say. Because if you just want to MC and just make music, how can the next man stop you from doing that? I've never felt no gatekeeping issues for me personally.
What was the inspiration behind Too Much?
Do you know what? See, Too Much, I actually started that when I was in Amsterdam one time. I was in a session with Hazy, big up Southeast Hazy. That's my guy. It started on one of his instrumentals, but as I started to build that song, it was outgrowing that rhythm, and like I needed something a bit more punchy. So then I think Too Much has actually been on about 3 or 4 different instrumentals before I actually decided that was the one. Do you know what I mean?
Whose instrumental did you choose?
That's produced by More Night.
Yeah. Big slide tackle 2-footed. This one's called Too Much. Produced by More Night. Level. Look. I hear them man are talking, but them man ain't saying too much. I ain't with the games, I ain't playing too much. Might pass through, I ain't staying too much. Car money up and running, you ain't paying too much. I ain't really flambeing too much. Guys, grind season, so I'm weighing food up in the trap, doing map, and I'm singing food up with a pack that's an LMAO. Tell them they know. Trust me, I'm doing too much in the field and Brazil when they're playing tutor. I can never get small up or scooter. I'll be in the streets with it like a food truck. If it's war that you're looking for, tell them suit up. But I ain't in the sports shop picking shoes up. Crew's been killing them too much, put him in the wrist and build a suit up. I'm too much for them, 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 I'm too much. I said I'm way too much, man, I got on a way too much, I'm too much for them, 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 I'm too much. I said I'm way too much, them boy they even way too much, I'm too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. I said I'm way too much, man, I got on a way too much, I'm too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. I said I'm way too much, man. Yo, I hear that man are talking, but that man chat too much. I ain't really into that too much. Man think they're wicked with their backs too much. Till it's so low, stepping's gonna catch you up. I ain't even gotta chat too much, cause we already know that the slap do stuff. Teeth in it coming like Dracula's, man, I peel off your wig like Satsu. I just do them like fruit and veg. Them man better be cool and blessed. And don't be going on gas too much, cause if we get gas, they will all go left, they will all go. Them man are really wicked on audio. They was never wicked from before though. Never would have blicky to the floor show. Up in the list, man, but also I'm too much for them, I'm too much for them, I'm too much for them, I'm too much, I'm too much. I said I'm way too much, man, I'm going on a way too much, I'm too much for them, 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 I'm too much. I said I'm way too much, them boy they even way too much, I'm too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. I said I'm way too much, man, I'm going on a way too much, I'm too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. I hear that man are talking, but that man ain't talking sense. They ain't trying to talk about pounds and pence. They just wanna act all dense. If I get mad, it gets tense, fam. They're gonna put up those tents. They're gonna put up those tents. Them man are gonna know about serious offense. Lose on the TV series events. Upstairs, man are getting sent, cause they just wanna talk and vent. Step how I wanna step, man's content. I don't wanna take it to a next extent. I make you learn how the shells in the skank get sent and the exits went. Cool, I don't wanna have a next intent. All your head back, get left with dead. Big 44 to assist your ascent. Make the skank sing like bread. Alright! Too much for them, too much for them, I'm too much for them, I'm too much. I said I'm way too much, man, I'm going on a way too much, I'm too much for them, 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 I'm too much. I said I'm way too, the boy they even way too much, I'm too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. I said I'm way too much, man, I'm going on a way too much, I'm too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. I said I'm way too much, the boy they even way too much. Level.
Talking about your new music, what's the one thing you want people to take away from your latest project?
From my latest project, I want people to know that as much as like I can write a sick verse, I can make a decent song in it. More so, because obviously this project is a follow-up to Big Slide Tackle. When I made Big Slide Tackle the original, it was more capitalizing on a moment and trying to strike while the iron's hot, because it was that started from another war as well. Big Slide Tackle was originally a line in a dub, and I've just taken that.
For who?
Come on, we don't do names like that. They man know who they are. People know, man. You get me? But yeah, it was a line in a dub, and from there I said, this is a branding opportunity. We can make this into something, and I've made it into something. You know what I mean? But this time round, where I wasn't in a rush to drop, like the last one dropped 2 years ago. Since that dropped, I've just been working that project and just been outside, bro. I've just been outside, MCing, doing raves, doing sets, just enjoying. And then I said, nah, you know what? Don't get caught up in all that, because it's the music that actually is going to make you elevate. I can smash sets all day long for years. I can just go around set to set, just smash them to bits. But then if I do that, it's pigeonholing, innit? So it's only projects, albums, etc. that will get you through the door to the next level. So with this one, it was more so take time, put together a body of work that can go and perform. The other one, there's a lot of freestyles, it's a lot of radio bars, it's a lot of, it's a mix and blend. Like, I was thinking on the spot when I put that together. This time there's a little bit more thought gone into it. There's been more brand awareness. Yeah.
Because something I took from it is obviously there's a lot of football references. Is that something that means something to you, or is that just a style choice?
What people don't know is, I'm an ex-international footballer. What, everyone turn around? Nah, I'm joking. But when I was 12 or 13, I did play in a tournament in Holland. Yeah, international. Boss. Yeah, but do you know what it is? When I was younger, I was proper into football. But I'm into old school football. Like,
no VAR.
Like, no VAR, Eric Cantona. Yeah. Roy Keane. Yeah. In your kneecap. I'm from that era of football. That's the era of football that I grew up in, innit? So
is that where big slide tackle comes from then? Dirty players.
this is it, man. But yeah, so that's where the football references come from anyway. You know what I mean? Like, obviously there's metaphors in it, but really, I really do enjoy that era of football. That's my thing. Like, with the new football now, it's too stuffed. There's too many rules. Like, even the shin pads that they're wearing now, they're all small. In my day, when I'm kicking ball, the big Puma shin pads, they go from your ankle to underneath your knee. They got ankle support on it. Like, they're like cricket shin pads. Yeah, they were big shin pads. You needed protection because man are coming in, stud showing and that. Like, you needed it. Now it's a bit more dainty. It's a bit more touch and go.
Is that a metaphor for the grime scene as well?
Say that again.
Is that a metaphor for the grime scene?
Do you know, bare man are soft. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of man are soft. A lot of man are on this. They ain't got shoulders. Them man are getting barged up.
Getting tackled.
They're getting tackled, bro. And they know it as well. That's why they don't want to come outside. You get me?
Why did you choose to do a song named Titus Bramble?
You see Titus Bramble, yeah? He is like man like Titus Bramble don't get their flowers when it comes to this football thing. Like, they're like the forgotten guys and that. But that's my era of defending. When I used to play football, I was a defender, innit? So I'm inspired by them kind of man. Titus Bramble, no nonsense defending. Yes, slide tackling in the box, 6-yard box. He's risking it for the team. Yeah, I'm about that.
Who produced that?
Titus Bramble is produced by Duffy.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big slide tackle 2-footed. This one's called Titus Bramble. And we're fouling MCs, bro. And their friends. Don't think you're safe. Red card. Get out of here. Big up my tacklers, man. Trust. You already know man's angle. I do it like Titus Bramble. I do it like who so Campbell. I do it like who there's ample. Slide. You already know man's angle. I do it like Titus Bramble. I do it like who so Campbell. I do it like who there's ample. You already know man's angle. I do it like Titus Bramble. I do it like who so Campbell. I do it like who there's ample. Slide. You already know man's angle. I do it like Titus Bramble. I do it like who so Campbell. I do it like you already know man's angle. I do it like who so Campbell. 12 yards, red cards, I'll gamble. I ain't the one you wanna wrangle. Famble, slide, do it like Titus Bramble. In the box, just clamp man's ankle. Anytime I grab that handle, them man better be thankful. You already know man's angle. I do it like John Arne Reese. I'm big 44, I the gun from a reach for slide. Anytime I lean out the ride like pizza, I'll cook that quick like a pizza. Put him in the wrist with the reefer. Call my name if you wanna meet the reaper. Star 99mm. You already know man's angle. I do it like Colo Torre. Don't let me send crew around your way. Everything fuck when I do foreplay. Home visit, you can get it in your doorway. Don't visit, man will send you to Norway. Heart cold like a sorbet. You know I do it like Traore. You already know man's angles. I do it like Martin Keon. That man ain't on the works that we on. Big hand things that man spend P on. Slide, light up the place like neon. Don't wanna see me in no Coliseum. I'm already bring free, I'll take free on. Big what? Big Kruz Leone. You already know man's angles. Man no cruise, man done been savage. Fly too corn, make man turn cabbage. Them man thought it was that till them man found out that they can't manage. Hold all back, but it's not baggage. Shoes in the dance like house and garage. You already know man's angles. Do it like anytime Kruz hands up and combine, it's fine. Man better take their time. Them and the bad boys, yeah, online. Man must have lost their mind. Don't want to see me in the spot going blind. I'll make sound fly like the top of the wide. You already know man's angle. I do it like Titus Bramble. I do it like Who's So Campbell. I do it like Who There's Ample Slide. You already know man's angle. I do it like Titus Bramble. I do it like Who's So Campbell. I do it like Who There's Ample Slide. You already know man's angle. I do it like Titus Bramble. I do it like Who's So Campbell. I do it like Who There's Ample Slide. You already know man's angle. I do it like Titus Bramble. I do it like Who's So Campbell. I do it like Nigel Winterburn and all of them. Kick off Soundboy's face. Are you dumb? Level.
Obviously, you linked up with Ryan Hawaii.
Yeah.
Who's got quite strong links with the grime scene anyway.
Yeah.
What was your relationship like with him and how do you help this?
So originally, Ryan Hawaii was my little brother's best friend. So he used to come to my mum's house and that, but he's just little bro's friend before he was my brethren like that. And then a few years went past and then he shouted at me one time. And it's like, oh, there's this new radio station, you should come down and shell it. It was Radar. So he invited me down to Radar. And then from there, yeah, we was rolling really, to be fair. You know what I mean? Introduced man to the whole Shoreditch scene and all that. You get me? It's like, when I started rolling with Hawaii, it was eye-opening because I'm mad street, innit? I can't, there's not a better other ways for me to say it. Like, I'm just road, innit? I've fucked these, man. They're on this fashion thing. They got like their whole pattern was different. Them man have got drawing on their clothes, drawing on their crap. I'm stepping out fresh tech fleece, yeah, fresh Air Max. I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm the guy. When I'm stepping out with these, man, they're the guys. No one's not even looking at, man. I'm thinking, I'm missing a trick here. You get me? But yeah, he introduced, man, to a lot of things, man, to be honest. That's bro still. He's very, his creative awareness, more than anything, is like, it's mad inspirational. Like, sometimes I would just phone him, just have a conversation, and from there, I'm energized. I'll go and do something, because he's that way inclined, you know what I mean?
What was his involvement with the project then?
With the project, he designed the artwork for Big Slide Tackle, the original, and then I've got him in to do the follow-up, just to keep it on brand, on the same kind of wavelength, you know what I mean? It made sense to. You get me? And he's a renowned artist, and like a man like Hawaii won't get his flowers until everything's said and done. But yeah, for me, like introducing Hawaii into the fold creatively was like, that's like having Virgil Abloh, rest in peace, you know what I mean? That's like having Virgil design your artwork for your CD. That's a big deal, bro. Like, and to me, Hawaii, yeah, I respect him in that light. You get me? So yeah, we got Hawaii.
What's next for Kruz Leone?
More slide tackling, trust me. After this project, yeah, just foot on necks, bro. Foot on necks, like yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take my foot off the gas. I've got other endeavors that I'm gonna be pursuing as well alongside the music, but they will all tie into each other anyway. But yeah, man, we'll look out because it's gonna be slidey.
So anything you want to do to sign it up? Anything you want to add?
What I want to say is, yeah, to people that are out there that have a dream and ambition, yeah, just go for it. Like, just go for it. Because you see what it is with me, yeah? I come from a big group of people and we all shared the same dream. Like collectively, there might have been about 30 of us all together. And out of that 30, I'm literally the only one that is still pursuing this thing. Obviously, for different reasons, life happens, people fall out of love with the passion, etc. But yeah, just crack on, bro. Like, if this is what you want to do, and it's not for like a monetary gain, like this is actually your passion. It could be anything though, it doesn't necessarily have to be music. But if you've got an ambition, bruv, chase your dreams, bro. Chase your dreams, man, because it's only you that will stop you from achieving them. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be that guy, you don't want to be that what if guy when you're big in your 40s and what if when I was 21 I just put my foot down and I pursued it, I'll be somewhere else now. I don't want to be him. You get me? I don't want to be that guy. That's why I put my foot down. I said, no, I'm going to give this a proper go. If it works out, it works out. If it don't work out, at least I can say I gave it a go. And then that way, there's no regrets. Do you know what I mean? I ain't trying to be living life with regrets. So that'll be my message to sign out, bruv. If you got dreams and ambitions and that, bruv, go for it, bruv. Trust me, it's only you that will be stopping you from achieving them, man. Yeah. I was Big Kruz Leone and DaMetalMessiah. Big up Red Bull. Big Slide Tackle 2-footed is out now. Go and get that, man. Shut.